fresh snowfall has been reported in Himachal Pradesh's Manali and Jammu and Kashmir. This comes even as these locations have started attracting flocks of tourists. This is the first snowfall of the season in Manali and Shimla. Nearly 200 link roads have been blocked by snowfall in various parts of the state. Meanwhile, the national capital authorities have started setting up more shelter homes after the weather office predicted lower temperatures from Saturday onwards. The Haryana government has extended the winter holidays in all schools in the state till the 21st of January in view of the prevailing cold weather conditions. Joining me right now is my colleague Manjeet Sehgal, joining me from Manali. Abhishek Mishra is in Lucknow. Pankaj is in Delhi and Amit Bhardwaj in Joshimath. Kamaljeet is in Jalandhar. Thank you all for joining us at this hour. It's extremely cold in many of the places that we just mentioned. I'm going to begin by asking Manjeet Sehgal what the predictions really for Manali is right now. It's a popular tourist destination and tourists are there for the snow essentially, but with it comes the extreme cold weather, isn't it?
Sneha, Himachal Pradesh, including Manali, is experiencing extremely cold weather conditions. It is reeling under sub-zero conditions. We are in Manali and the temperature here has dipped as low as -2 degrees. If we go beyond Manali, the temperature in tribal areas, particularly the Kelang in Laul and Spiti, is -6 degrees Celsius, and the conditions in Kinnaur and other areas also remains the same. As far as the snow is concerned, Manali has received 24 centimeters of snowfall. If we go beyond Manali, the Gulaba, the Dhundi, these areas have received up to 30 centimeters of snowfall, and if we go towards Rohtang, has received 60 centimeters of snowfall. In Shimla as well, moderate snowfall has been recorded. Lower areas of Himachal Pradesh have received moderate rainfall. Remember, this has broken a continuous dry spell, but has also caused inconvenience to the local peoples who are now facing power outages, as the government sources told us that nearly 613 transformers located in various parts of the state are out of order. The state government is now resorting to power cuts in these areas. Efforts are now on to restore the power supplies, but as far as the roads are concerned, more than 245 link roads have been blocked by the heavy snowfall, besides the 4 national highways. So life has been thrown out of gear. Efforts are now being made to open these roads and link roads for traffic, but this has also stranded dozens of people at various places in Himachal Pradesh. But as far as the Met Department's predictions are concerned, the Met Department has predicted that Himachal may receive a scattered rainfall or snowfall during the next 3 days. So there is no respite from the cold weather, and people will have to brace it.
The cold weather, what is the situation like? Possibly in Delhi, it's starting tomorrow, Pankaj. The predictions are that it will get cold once again, and once again Delhi will see, Pankaj, cold wave conditions, which is of course below 4 degrees Celsius.
देखिए, पिछले कई घंटे से स्नेहा हम दिल्ली की सर्दी में बाहर है। आवाज में भारीपन सा आ गया है, नाक में पानी का संगीत गुनगुनाने लगा है। और आपको हम ये भी बता दें कि नॉर्थ इंडिया और सेंट्रल इंडिया का जो पूरा इलाका है, वहां पर आज सुबह से ही जो मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम टेम्परेचर है, उसमें 2 डिग्री सेल्सियस की गिरावट दर्ज हो चुकी है। और ऐसी स्थिति में कल की सुबह दिल्ली वालों के लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा चिलिंग रहने वाली है और सर्दी का एहसास अचानक से बढ़ जाएगा। कहते हैं मकर संक्रांति और लोहड़ी के बाद गर्मी का जो एहसास है वो थोड़ा बढ़ जाता है, लेकिन ऐसा लग नहीं रहा है। दिल्ली में शाम से ही हम अलग अलग इलाकों में घूम रहे हैं स्नेहा, और यहाँ पर कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति नहीं है जो चौराहे पे अलाव नहीं जला रहा है। वन फायर के बिना दिल्ली में फिलहाल रात काटना मुश्किल है, और ऐसा ही मौसम अगले कई दिनों तक रहने वाला है। बारिश के भी अनुमान है मौसम विभाग की तरफ से। बादल आसमान पे छाएंगे, बारिश होगी और ठंड का एहसास और ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा। तो दिल्ली में इस वक्त हम इंडिया गेट पर मौजूद हैं। मेरे पीछे सन्नाटा है, कोई भी यहाँ पे टूरिस्ट घूमने के लिए अभी यहाँ नजर नहीं आ रहा है। वीकेंड का वक्त है, यहाँ पर बहुत भीड़ होती है इस समय, लेकिन सर्दी होने की वजह से ज्यादातर लोग अपने घर के भीतर ही वक्त बिताने के लिए मजबूर हैं। बहुत से लोगों से हमारी बातचीत हुई, उन्होंने बोला कि हम मनाली या बाकी जगह घूमने नहीं जाना चाहते, दिल्ली में ही इतनी सर्दी पड़ रही है। तो ये जो हाल है दिल्ली में आने वाले दिनों तक रहेगा। ठंडी हवाएं लगातार चल रही हैं चारों तरफ से, ऐसा लग रहा है कि किसी ने हमें फ्रिज के भीतर बैठा दिया हो। तो ये हालात दिल्ली वालों को झेलने पड़ेंगे अगले कई दिनों तक, और जो मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम टेम्परेचर है वो लगातार डिक्रीज होंगे और दिल्ली वालों को परेशानी उठानी पड़ेगी। इसके अलावा डबल अटैक होगा दिल्ली में। जो कोहरा है वो अब तेजी से बढ़ता हुआ भी नजर आएगा। आज सुबह पालम में 500 मीटर्स के आसपास विजिबिलिटी दर्ज हुई है, और इस आंकड़े के बाद अगर हम बात करें आने वाले दिनों की, तो कोहरा अगर सुबह और शाम के वक्त ज्यादा छाएगा तो विजिबिलिटी भी लोगों के लिए परेशानी बनेगी। तो यहाँ एक डबल अटैक रहेगा। साथ ही लोगों ने अगर अपने गर्म कपड़े थोड़े बहुत अंदर रख दिए थे कि ठंड अब जाने वाली है, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है। जाहिर है कि जो ठंडी हवाओं का अटैक है अब वो काफी तेज हो जाएगा। इसने
बिल्कुल पंकज बने रहिए हमारे साथ। पंकज इज टेलिंग अस दैट a lot of people are not even wanting to go out of Delhi holidaying because it's so cold. So where do they go really? Hill stations last week actually, Mussoorie and Shimla for example, recorded temperatures which were more than what Delhi was recording. This was how cold it was in Delhi on the 8th of January, where there was a severe cold wave condition. 1.9 degrees was what was recorded in Safdarjung. And I'm going to go across now to my colleague Amit, who's been tracking all of the developments as far as Joshimath is concerned. Amit, in Joshimath, it's a double whammy because there are problems vis-a-vis the subsidence. People have been displaced. There's a lot of distress, which is for all of us to see. It's right in front of us. What's worse is that temperatures are hovering around 0 degrees, isn't it? And this is only adding to the woes of the people there.
You are right, Sneha. Joshimath is experiencing a lot of disaster, catastrophe for the past 10 to 15 days, and people here were worried as to what will happen when the rainfall arrives and after that snowfall arrives, and their worries were right. In areas where the ITBP establishments are located, in Oli the snowfall has already started for the past 3-4 days. There has been light to moderate snowfall, which has actually caused in dipping of temperature, which was already in 0 to minus degrees in the night. And while I'm speaking, literally I can feel my feet going cold. It's that bad out here. And the temperature, if we talk about the temperature, it's already in minus 2 degree, and it's just 10 in the night. Imagine what will happen 4 hours from now. And honestly, the temperature might be minus 2 degree, but it feels like something around minus 4 or minus 5. And that's what the weather predictions are showing as well. If you talk about the IMD predictions, are showing something around minimum temperature of 1 degree up and a maximum temperature of something around 8 to 10 degrees. But when you cross 8 p.m. in the night, actually the temperature starts dipping around 0 degree and crosses towards the minus degree Celsius. So that is a big challenge for people of Joshimath right now, because they have been because of whatever reasons, be it natural or man-made, that needs to be investigated, but they have been forced out of their homes. Their homes have been completely devastated. They are living in one room set up in relief camps. Families of 5 to 10 members are forced to live in single room. And when the temperature goes down, all that you need in parts like Joshimath, which is located in the Himalayan terrain, is bonfire, heaters, blowers, to survive the night. But in relief camps, we have seen how difficult it is getting for people to survive with their blankets and maybe just a heater around for all the members of the family.
Yes.
But on the other side, Sneha, it's again, Joshimath also has parts like Oli, which is actually a famous tourist spot, and people out here, the hoteliers and the people who are dependent on tourism industry, for them it is the main time when actually the industry hits its peak, and it's all about bread and butter. They want to send across a message that the disaster might be unfolding in Joshimath, but Oli is still safe. You can come across via the bypass, reach Oli and enjoy the snowfall which has started in parts of Oli.
Okay.
Moderate to light snowfall. In fact, yesterday, all through the night, Sneha, moderate to light snowfall happened here, and the roads were actually covered with thin layer of snowfall out
All
here.
right.
Back to you.
Coming back to you, Amit. In fact, I'm going to go across to Abhishek Mishra is also joining us from Lucknow, and after that, Kamal also is with us from Jalandhar. All of these places, viewers, is extremely cold, and actually, it's worrying. My colleagues are out there getting us these ground reports, a sense of how they feel right now, and what to expect in days and weeks to come. Abhishek, to you. What is there in store for Lucknow city tomorrow and in the next few days, given that this entire region is expected to experience cold wave, some parts severe cold wave?
Well, certainly, Sneha, so far for Lucknow, it was quite a relief. Specifically today, it was very sunny today. 22 was the maximum temperature, degrees Celsius, and the minimum was approximately about 9 to 10. But what has been said now, because the western disturbance, which was actually the reason behind slight relief in this region, is now moving towards the east. Also, the kind of snowfall which has happened in Kashmir and the kind of temperature which has been recorded severe down, specifically in in the northern India, will have certain impact here in Uttar Pradesh as well. Now, what has been said now that the minimum temperature in Uttar Pradesh can go up to 4 degrees Celsius and maximum for about 14 degrees. That is also something which is going to trouble people out here. As far as the administration is concerned, the schools were closed till 14th of January, that is today, and we're expecting now that there could be extension to it, because as far as the warning is concerned, not only just in terms of the temperature, but specifically parts of western Uttar Pradesh, including Bareilly, Pilibhit, Muradabad, and all that belt certainly are going to also witness huge fog. So that is something which is now all the citizens have to be prepared for, because they were expecting the temperature to go up after Makar Sankranti, but something like that is not going to happen. Till 18th or 19th of January, there are strict guidelines, and also the Meteorological Department has said that there is not going to be any relief after Monday. So that is something which is so far is going to be a big problem for the people. But yes, indeed, they are now preparing themselves. Today, as I said, that it was quite sunny, but now I can feel that the cold wind is going on. There's also slight fog which I can see, which is getting intense now. So that is something is an indication before the actual the impact of the cold wave and the severe cold wave which Uttar Pradesh was also witnessed, specifically the western part, the Awadh region, Bundelkhand are going to witness this this time. Yes.
Kamalji, to you now in Jalandhar and many other regions in Punjab, how do the next few days essentially look like? Give us a sense of that.
Well, North India is reeling under severe cold wave, and from tomorrow onwards we do expect temperatures to plummet by at least 2 to 4 degrees. Now we are surrounded by the hills, J&K on one side and it's Himachal Pradesh on the other. So as far as the weekend is concerned, so we will have many Punjabis and even those from Haryana heading out to the hills to see the white sheet of snow, especially in the surrounding regions. It is pretty much as neighbors envy, owners pride. But when it comes to Punjab, with temperatures plummeting, it can get very difficult, and this is where a cold wave warning, and as you were talking about in the report, like Punjab government had already put it till this weekend, till the schools were closed till around 14th, especially for students up to class 7, and this has been up to 21st as far as Haryana is concerned. So there would be a consideration whether there is a further extension which would be required. But as far as the plains are concerned, the temperatures, especially in Bhatinda a few days ago, was 0 degree. So the plains are actually catching on as far as the cold wave is concerned. And this is the time where you can't actually afford to put your clothes away, especially the warmers, multi-layered jackets. A lot of people have their heaters out, and specifically because I am in Jalandhar and I was covering Bharat Jodo Yatra, an unfortunate incident happened with Santokh Singh Chaudhary dying in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. He's 76. But many have advised, especially the doctors, and Sneha, you cover health as a beat. You know very well that when it comes to old age, when it comes to children, it's best not to really come out really early morning or very late in the night. But from tomorrow onwards, they'll have to be extra careful because temperatures, both day and night temperatures, are expected to fall. So we're looking at 2 to 4 degrees early in the morning or wee hours at the night, and we're looking at a temperature of 12 to 13 degrees at night.
All right, Amul, thank you for the moment. Kamal getting us all of those details. Kamal was in fact pointing out that indeed there is pressure on your system, on your respiratory system. Respiratory infections, diseases increase during this period. Influenza, not just that, there is pressure on the heart. She rightly mentioned that instances of heart ailments also always increase during the winter months because there is more pressure on your system, overall on your arteries as well. And that's the reason why senior citizens have been asked to take it slow and easy. Especially early mornings, late in the evenings when it's extremely cold. Children too are prone to respiratory infections, and that's the reason why schools have extended the winter break. Thanking all of you for the moment, getting us, all of us, those details. Amit is there in Joshimath, also Pankaj, Kamaljeet, Manjeet Sehgal and Abhishek Mishra. Stay safe. Thank you for connecting with us.